I just finished reading The Tusks of Extinction by Ray Nayler, and I really enjoyed it. This is the follow-up to his very successful debut, which came out just last year, The Mountain in the Sea. That book made a splash. I liked it. I didn't love it. I thought, even though it was very interesting, unique, with some fresh ideas, I thought it lacked heart. It felt flat, sterile almost. It felt like Ray Nayler was just holding the reins in on his imagination and character development in that book. But still, it showed incredible promise, and it was original, which I think is a problem that we're seeing with science fiction books these days, where many folks feel that it's all been done. Ray Nayler has something to say. His background definitely helps with that. And The Tusks of Extinction is a huge step up, in my opinion, from The Mountain in the Sea. Unfortunately, it is a very short read. I don't know why. I think this book could have been heftier. It would have been better, in my opinion. I wanted it to be longer. When I was reading the last few pages, I was thinking, my gosh, why is this story over? I wanted to learn more about the characters, and I wanted the story to go on. So, in any case, what is this book all about? Well, in this story, we are time jumping about 100 years. At one point, we are maybe 25 years into our future. We meet Dr. Demira Kismatulina, who is an expert in elephant behavior. She is fighting for their survival as they're being poached for their ivory. Dr. Demira at one point has her consciousness downloaded. Good thing she did, because she dies. Now, this is not a spoiler because this is all in the blurb. So this is just kind of the setup for the story. The big payoff is that 100 years into the future, after Dr. Demira dies, the woolly mammoths are brought back to life, and they're starting to roam the Siberian landscape. Fascinating idea in itself. But guess what? The scientists bringing back the woolly mammoth realize that these animals need help in order to survive. And who better to help them than the one person who knows all about the elephant's way of life? And the elephants, of course, are the closest living cousins to the woolly mammoth. They separated on the evolutionary branch just 6 million years earlier. So Dr. Demira's consciousness is uploaded into a woolly mammoth, and she becomes the leader of the pack. That is an amazing setup for a fantastic story. And I think in this book, we get a satisfying payoff. Once again, as it was in the first book, we get a ton of interesting insights into human and animal consciousness, and also perhaps the alien aspect of it. Dr. Demira, in fact, becomes an alien. She is a human inside a woolly mammoth, an animal that was extinct, that is extinct in our reality. Although if you do a little bit of research, this scenario, woolly mammoths coming back to life, is not impossible even right now. Perhaps uploading human consciousness to a woolly mammoth is not in our future, but the woolly mammoth roaming Earth again, Jurassic Park idea, in this case, is not so far-fetched. So it's a fascinating read. It's well done. I just wished it was longer. This novella only has maybe 100 pages, and considering I paid $30 for this book, I think that's too much for such a short read. Nevertheless, I think authors need to get paid, and I think you should consider reading this book in whatever format you can get it. I think it's worthwhile. I enjoyed it. It's not for everyone. It can be a bit confusing as the storyline jumps from time to time, and from Dr. Demira as a human to Dr. Demira as a woolly mammoth. It can be a bit confusing. You have to read this book carefully. The best way to do it, I think, is in one, tops 2 sittings. It's an easy, quick read. I think it's interesting. I'm excited about Ray Nayler. I wasn't sure after The Mountain in the Sea. Now I'm a big fan, and I can't wait to see what he's gonna do next. Is he going to write science fiction that goes beyond this connection with animals? Does he have ideas? Or is he going to pull back from the SF community and write something completely different? Perhaps something on the environmental front. This book touches on a lot of important ideas regarding our treatment of animals, environment, and the future of humanity. I enjoyed it. I was upset when it was over. I wished it was longer. Let me know your thoughts if you've read this book or if you're planning on reading it. Did you like The Mountain in the Sea, Ray Nayler's previous book? I'm glad this book made me want to turn the camera on and do a quick book review. See you next time.